Now, this is the second lesson. I'm just repeating this part over here because in the video should not be too long, otherwise it will not upload. Okay, so now look at this sum here. Look at this one over here. The question is given carbon, an organic compound has oxygen that much, hydrogen that much. Find its empirical formula. Okay, an empirical and an organic compound. Now the organic compound must be having carbon in it, right? Because we haven't done organic chemistry. When we do that, we'll come to it. An organic compound has oxygen and hydrogen that much. They haven't mentioned the carbon, so there will be carbon definitely in that. So we calculate the carbon here. Percentage of carbon, 100 minus oxygen plus hydrogen. Did you get that? I'm talking about the example sums. In my book, it is example number 6. You check it out. So carbon is that much percent. No deal, no big deal over there. So we get the percentage over here, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Then we get the atomic mass, as I said, given to you. Divide the atomic mass, divide the percentage by the atomic mass, percentage by the atomic mass, percentage by the atomic mass. Okay, I get this, this and this. Now divide it, as I said, with the smallest of them. So this is the smallest over here. So I divide it by this, all three. So this I divide, I get 1. This I divided by 1.64, I get that. 7 point that divided by that, I get 3.5, 3 and 1. Now what happens? This is 3.5. Now I cannot have an atom which is 3.5. No, we don't have that. Had it been 3.2, I would have taken it as 3. Had it been 3.9, I would have taken it as 4. But this is exactly midway, 3.5. So what do you do in that case? In that case, to make it a whole number, we multiply it by 2. So if I multiply this by 2, I have to multiply this by 2, I have to multiply this by 2. So this becomes 7, 6 and 1. 7, 6 and 1. Rare, very rare cases we have a thing like that. Generally it comes to a nearest whole number, whichever you get, you take that. If it was 3, as I said, 3.8, 3.9, I would have taken it as 4. 3.2, 3.3, I would have taken it as 3. Very rare you have a case like this. But in case you get a case like this, you multiply it to make it a whole number. So if you multiply this by 2, you have to multiply this by 2, you have to multiply this by 2. So your empirical formula is C7H6O2. That's only, they have only asked for the empirical formula. They did not ask for the molecular formula. Okay. In some cases, they will not give you the molecular weight, they'll give you the VD, vapor density. So if the vapor density is given, you can easily find the molecular weight. Okay, as I told you, in this case, as they had this case, they could have just given you the VD. Suppose the VD over here was 30. Okay, so 2 into 30, I would have got the molecular weight 60. Do you follow that? Some cases, as I said, they might only give you the vapor density. If the vapor density is given, you multiply it by 2 and get the molecular weight. Is it okay, everybody? Clear with that? That's all for this chapter. Okay, try some of the numericals. When the school opens, we'll be doing it again. Am I clear there? Okay.